Hello students, welcome to Soros's classes. In this question, we will learn solving the problems based on partnership. Now we know that sometimes a company is running with the association of two or more persons. And all these persons invest their money and time to run they invest their money and time to run the business. This association of two or more persons to run a business is called partnership, and these members are mutually partners of each other. Like suppose a business is run by three partners A, B, C, then A is partner of B and C, B is partner of A and C, and C is partner of A and B. So these persons are mutually called partners. Now this partnership is of two types. One is simple partnership and other is compound partnership. Simple partnership is if the capitals of the partner or the money invested by the partner is for the same time. Then it is called simple partnership. In this type of partnership, the profit or loss of a business is distributed among the investors in the ratio of their invested money. So, profit or loss is of partners is distributed among the investors in the ratio of their invested money. The next type of partnership is compound partnership. In compound partnership, the capitals invested by the partners are invested for different length of time. So in simple, it is same length of time, and in compound, it is different length of time. In compound partnership, the profit or loss is distributed in the ratio of product of their investment, that is the money invested, and time for which the money is invested. So here the profit or loss is proportional to the product of their invested money and the time for which the money is invested. So we have the capital into time. The product of capital and time is directly proportional to their share. So this implies capital into time divided by their share. It is some constant. So if we have three partners, say A, B, C, who have invested capitals with their capital invested is C1, C2 and C3 respectively, and the time period for which they have invested the capital, that is time period, is T1, T2 and T3 respectively, then their shares, then the ratio of their shares, say it is S1, S2 and S3 respectively, is given by S1 is to S2 is to S3 is directly proportional to C1 T1 is to C2 T2 is to C3 T3. Similarly, if the money invested by the partners, that is given, that is the capital invested by them is given, and the ratio of their shares, that is the ratio of their profit or shares is given as S1, S2 and S3 respectively, then the ratio of their time, that is the time for which they have invested the money, T1 is to T2 is to T3 is directly proportional to S1 by C1 is to S2 by C2 is to S3 by C3, where S1, S2, S3 are the shares of investors and C1, C2, C3 are the capital invested by the partners. So, the ratio of their time is given by T1 is to T2 is to T3 is proportional to S1 C1 is to S2 C2 is to S3 C3. Similarly, the ratio of their investment is given by C1 is to C2 is to C3 is proportional to S1 by T1 is to S2 by T2 is to S3 by T3, where S1, S2 and S3 are the shares of each partners and T1, T2, T3 are the time for which their capital has been invested. So if the time for which each partners have invested their capital is given and their shares or their shares in the total profit or loss is given, then the ratio of their investment will be found by this formula, where C1 is to C2 is to C3 is proportional to S1 T1 is to S2 C2 T2 is to S3 T3. Now in business there are two types of partners. One is active partners or active partner, and other is sleeping partner. Active partners are those who manages business. And sleeping partners are those who do not manage the business and have only invested the money. Usually, if there is a business which has both active and sleeping partners, then active partners get some additional shares from profit. So they get some additional shares. From profit. Now in this following question we have a person A starts a business with rupees 4,000 and 4 months later B joins the business with an investment of 5,000. Now if the total profit earned after an year is 22,000, then what is the share of B? Now here C1, that is the capital invested by A, capital invested by A is equals to 4,000, and C2, that is capital invested by B, it is 5,000, and T1, that is the time for which A has invested its money, time of investment is 12 months, and T2, it is by A, time of investment by A, and T2, that T2 is the time of investment by B. Now since B has joined the business 4 months after, so its time would be 12 minus 4, which is equals to 8. Now their ratio of shares is C1 into T1 is to C2 into T2. So this is equals to 4,000 into 12 is to 5,000 into 8, which is equals to 4 into 3 is to 5 into 2. 4, 5, 3, 2. So which is equals to 6 is to 5. So the ratio of their shares is 6 is to 5. So the share of B is equals to 5 by 6 plus 5, which is equals to 11 into 22,000, which is equals to 10,000. So the share of B is 10,000, rupees 10,000, and share of A would be rupees 12,000. In the next question, we have X and Y start a business. Now X invest 8,000 rupees for 8 months, and Y remains in the business for 4 months. Now if the total profit claimed by Y was 2/7 of the profit, then we have to find the money invested by Y. Now let P1 is equals to, let P2 is equals to proportion, let P2 is equals to Y's share in profit, which is equals to 2 by 7. Then P1, which is equals to X's share in profit would be equals to 1 minus 2 by 7, which is equals to 5 by 7. That is, X would have 5/7 of the total profit. Now, T1, which is the time of investment for X, it is 8 months, and T2, that is time of investment for Y, it is 4 months. Now, ratio of their investment is is equal to P1 by T1 is to P2 by T2. This implies 8,000 is to C2, where C2 is the money contributed by Y, is proportional to P1 by T1 is to P2 by T2, or 8,000 is to C2 is directly proportional to 2 by 7 by 8 is to 5 by 7 by 4. This implies C is equals to This implies 8,000 by C2 is equals to 5 by 8 divided by 2 by 4. This implies C2 is equals to 8,000 into 4 divided by 5, which is equals to 64,000 or 6,400. So, the money invested by Y was 6,400. So, the money invested by Y in the business is 6,400.